Welcome to day 35, March 24th, 8:30 a.m. We just came up from Greasy Creek Friendly Hostel. It's down that trail right there with the green blaze. Staying there was a unique experience. The lady that runs it, CC, a real nice lady. I'm finding out that all these hostels are set up for people who are hiking in warmer conditions. For example, we get down to Greasy Creek Friendly, and basically you're staying in the lady's house, and the only heat in the house is a wood stove, the kind that your grandparents or great-grandparents used to cook on. So the only heated bunks are in a room over to the side of the house, and the heat just has to waft over there, I guess. But you know, we stayed warm, warmer than outside, certainly a lot warmer than 15 degrees. We got there about 1 or 1:30, and it was 48 degrees and sunny. But watching the Weather Channel there, Winter Storm Uma was about to lay its wrath on the Midwest and down through the Appalachians. And true to the forecast, they called for snow overnight. And that's what Ringo and I have started out in this morning. The temperature is really not that bad. It's probably in, I would guess, the mid-30s. So I've got my rain parka, rain pants on, just my hiking pants, and got a t-shirt and my Under Armour zip tee on underneath, and I am very warm. Matter of fact, I've taken my windstopper hat on and put my buff on just over my ears. I started out with my winter gloves, had to take them off too, so if it stays like this all day, we'll be fine. They're calling for it to taper off to rain, which will not be good. I'd much rather have this than rain, especially cold rain. But we're going to try to get up and over Rome today, which is over 6,000 feet. So I imagine it will be snowing like this or more than this by the time we get up there. I'm trying to do 17 today to get to Overmountain shelter. That's the one that's the big barn, and depending on the precipitation, probably stay in that as opposed to setting up my tent. So at least I'll be dry in there. A couple people stayed at Greasy Creek Friendly. That just wasn't an option for us. Just, like I said, nice lady, took care of us, but just not the optimal setup for hikers traveling in this kind of weather. The bunkhouse, which I didn't even go in, doesn't have any heat at all. So basically, if you're coming down there, you're really just, you don't want to stay in the bunkhouse. The only advantage you're going to get is a shower and a plumb toilet. And you get a ride into a little community of Beulah Dean, where there's the Mountain Grill, where we went last night. It had a huge cheeseburger. Cece was telling us that they were big, and she was holding up her hands trying to display how big the patties were. And she wasn't exaggerating. Those things were 5 inches in diameter at least, with a bun about the same size. You get a lot of food for a little bit of money. And one guy that was with us, he wanted a salad, and Cece told him, don't order the full salad, order a half salad. So he did, and it was you know, the styrofoam clamshell takeouts. It was one of those full of salad. So, and he couldn't believe how much food he got for that much money. Because in a more urban area, that much food would have cost you 20 bucks. Alright, I'm going uphill now, so I'm going to need to use both trekking poles, and I'm going to start breathing hard here. So, I hope everybody's doing well. Until the next segment, reboot, heading north. It's 1:15, and I just ducked under this tree right here and ran into this chimney. I guess there was a dwelling here at some time or another. It's an awfully cold place to have one, but I think we're almost to High Roan Mountain, or High Roan Knob Shelter. I'm going to take a break there, and then we'll be moving on. It's 1:30. I just passed the turnoff for Roan High Knob Shelter. It wasn't right on the trail, so I decided not to go there because I'm trying to do 10 more miles to Overmountain Shelter today. And if I do 2 miles an hour, that's still 5 more hours of hiking. It puts me there like 6:30, so I usually don't hike that long, so to me that's a little tight window, even though it doesn't get dark till after 7. But I need some water, and there's a stream that's 1.2 miles ahead. So I wrote my name and an arrow in the snow, so hopefully Ringo will see that. He may still want to go to that shelter, but I'm just afraid if I went there, end up staying too long. And when we got to Hughes Gap, little spruce slalom course here. When we got to Hughes Gap, Fresh Ground was there, and got a couple of grilled cheese sandwiches, a cup of cocoa, and of course some freshly made home fries. Good grief. So that was good, and he packed up right after we got done. Let me flip this around so you guys can see. Alright, these spruce trees aren't going to let up, so I'm going to have to go for now. Get up with you later. We made it to Overmountain Shelter. It's a renovated barn. It's pretty windy here. Unfortunately, when they renovated the barn, they didn't put the boards very close together, so it's pretty drafty in there, but it's the best we got. So this is going to be the end of day 35. And if you're here on a clear day, there's a nice view in that direction, but no views for the no view crew. But still, I don't think it's going to be as cold as it was 2 nights ago when it was 15. So with that, it's all good in the woods.